All right. So in the last video, I explained why the game might die. So in this video, I would like to explain how they can fix the curse of dead tower defense games and how they can make a unique tower defense game. Okay. So uh, let's begin with the trade system. Okay. I never liked this trade system because it's first of all it's adding the thing of a pay to win, and it's adding a feature that will not make any sense to have roles in the game, such as tank and DPS, right? So what I think is instead of having all these traits, like for example, let's read through them, okay? So we have Rebirth, which is 35 damage, 50 HP, 20 RNG, I mean range, and your unit responds with 50% HP when dying, only one time per life, right? So then you have Entrepreneur. You have 40 cost, 30 damage, 30 HP. You have Cloner that spawns 2 units instead of one when you spawn a unit with 40% damage and 60% HP, like bonus, right? And you have Superior, which is the rarest trait, which gives the unit 200% damage, 300% HP, 30 range, and 15 attack rate, right? So, how this could be fixed, right? Let's begin with the fact that every unit, if they're not a buffer, they require Superior. There is no better trait for any unit other than Superior, right? Well, if you're not going to talk about, if we're not going to talk about, uh, like for example, fast wagon, we don't need, the entrepreneur on anyone else, because entrepreneur is the troll trait. It doesn't do anything. Like realistically speaking, entrepreneur doesn't do anything in this game. In other games, traits like wealth, right here, wealth, and entrepreneur, they give bonus yen generation, right? But here it just doesn't do anything. It just reduces the cost of the unit. That's whole entire value is 500 yen. And instead of paying 500 yen, you're paying 340, which just doesn't do anything, right? Look at this. So we have roles in the game. Let's look at the roles. This one has a tanker, right? It's tanker, it's flying, right? For example, this guy has damage dealer. This is a damage dealer, tank. We have a money unit. We have a support. Where is the support? Where is he? He is a buffer, right? Buffer and regeneration. Regeneration is relevant, so buffer. All right, so let's talk about how they could fix the trades. So first of all, I would like to begin with Rebirth, right? So Rebirth, I like the concept of respawning, but units should respawn where he dies, right? So let's say if you're holding off a boss, the boss doesn't like go continue the way, and then the unit just meets him in the way, right? That would be kind of dumb. So what they could do is the rebirth unit just respawns on the point where it died, right? So then we have entrepreneur. Entrepreneur should do this. There's no reason it should not be doing this. Entrepreneurs should be giving at least 10 or 20% to yen generation from this unit specifically, right? And I don't think it should be giving this much stats. I mean, cost is okay, damage is irrelevant because it's a money unit, and HP is irrelevant. So it could be minus cost, okay, minus cost, and more yen generation. I don't think it should have any of this damage and HP buff. When it comes to Cloner, I kind of like it actually. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good, honestly. So I would not change Cloner. Cloner is the trait that has been around for quite some time, and I don't think it has any kind of flaws, right? So, and let's talk about Superior, right? Superior, Superior is the reason why the games are dying, right? Because every unit is having Superior right now. If your unit is a tank, DPS, or whatever, and it doesn't have a Superior, your unit is a garbage. Is garbage unit. Because look at this. This guy has a Cloner, right? If you want to argue that Cloner is better than Superior, this unit has that Cloner. It has 2.71k HP. Okay, and this guy, despite the fact that he is secret with A plus, He has 6.5 because it has 200% increased HP, 300% HP increase. So what they could do instead is something like this: remove rebirth and make a trait called tank. Okay, tank unit will have 300% HP increase. Okay, and let's say 15% defense instead of reviving, right? It doesn't do anything. Nobody's using rebirth. It's like when you roll onto rebirth, you're like, oh hell nah, please re-roll it, right? And superior should have the damage buff and range and CD buff. It should not have HP buff. The reason why tanks exist is for them to soak damage, right? The reason why DPS exists is to deal damage. If DPS can both tank and deal damage, then what's the point of having different kind of uh, uh, traits, right? Like tanker and DPS. What's the point? It doesn't make any sense. Despite the fact that yes, tanks have higher defense, uh, if you don't have a passive like the passive of Aizen, look at this. If at least 3 curse units are equipped, enemies will always target this unit first, right? And if the unit doesn't have the same one, right, for every 1% HP missing gains defense. So what's the point? All your DPS will die, then your tank is focused, your tank will die instantly. You know what would be better? If every tank unit aggroes the mobs first, so all tanks are taking damage first, while your DPS are dealing damage. That's way better definition of a tanker than the fact that oh yeah, it's tanker because instead of gaining damage, it's gaining defense for losing HP. It doesn't make sense. So next, what I wanted to change is that buffer units. For example, Naruto only buffs Naruto type units. And there's only one Naruto unit that is in meta, and that's Madara. And when Madara goes out of meta, it's either 4 more updates when there will be like Naruto evolution, for example, or Sasuke being added to the game, or any kind of other Naruto unit when Naruto will be useful again, right? So they're making a unit that will be useful only for one certain update, and then they're going to make that unit unplayable in any kind of situation. And what are you left with? You're left with bunch of units that nobody wants to use, right? For example, when have you seen, uh, let's say, Kakashi last in the party? You only used Kakashi to beat the story mode, right? Where have you seen Shanks? You haven't used Shanks in a long time, right? You only used it in early access before you found out that Goku evolution can be obtained. You can get Shenron, you can get Sanjin Woo. Nobody uses Shanks. Nobody uses Big Beard. Nobody uses, for example, Vegeta. And you're left with a party of units that are never going to be used again. So uh, why not just uh, add units from the other stuff, right? For example, if we're going to talk about this current update, right? Let's look at the update. It's the Berserk update. Uh, to be honest, Berserk update was such low quality update. It was literally low effort update. Uh, it looks like they made it in like 3 days, even though they had a whole week. The map looks disgusting. The characters look disgusting. Uh, the shiny rates are garbage, and I don't think anyone has a shiny guts right now. And I don't think anyone will have a shiny guts at any point in time because nobody cares about shiny units. They don't do anything. Only character with cosmetic is Goku for some reason. Even though we have guts, we have Griffith, we have a lot of secret units that could have very cool very cool cosmetics. We don't have that. Even the battle pass unit. Also about the battle pass, why is it that every game has only 50 levels? Can't we have levels like in other games outside of Roblox that offer certain rewards after every completion of a level, right? Let's say, for example, if we were to gain 100 gems or 300 gems every 3 tiers that will go above it, right? Why not? Why do we not get that? Because they want you to put time into the game, and then you'll get no reward out of it. And reset is unknown. Why? Make it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks, battle pass resets. 1 week is enough to beat the whole battle pass. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna take it any further. If there's anything more I'd want to talk about, I'm going to well, post it obviously. But yeah, right now that's all I'm gonna say. The game is in I would say it's in a okay state. It's not completely going to die because it's like hype. It's a new game. Everyone like plays it. No YouTubers are going to talk about the same topic I'm talking about because they're glazing the game. They're getting like paid by the game. They're getting like sponsored. They're getting this special access, early access, dev test, special units. Most likely not, but you know what I mean. So that's about it. I hope you guys like the and if you agree with me, just I don't know, let me know somehow. I don't really care.